Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're jumping straight into a really common crossroads.
Mhm.
Do you look for a job or do you build something yourself?
Yeah, and we have this great starting point from a listener, a thought that just lays it out perfectly.
Right. They said, I want a job, but I think it will be better if I just start a business and pay myself. What do you think? Is it better to work for someone or just be your own someone?
Hmm. And our mission here is to really unpack what's going on beneath that question.
So what strikes you first about that internal conflict?
Well, exactly that. You see the pull of traditional employment quite clearly. I want a job. It's right there, plain as day.
Stability, maybe structure.
Could be. But then almost immediately there's this counter thought. The entrepreneurial urge, starting a business, being the one in charge of the paycheck.
That specific phrase, pay myself, that's really telling, isn't it?
It is. It suggests this deep desire for autonomy, direct control over your earnings, your livelihood, being your own someone.
Yeah, own someone carries a lot of weight. It sounds like freedom, control.
Absolutely. And the core question, is it better to work for someone or just be your own someone?
hmm
It sounds simple, but wow, it opens up so much, doesn't it?
It really does. It's kind of the million-dollar question for a lot of people at some point.
And notice, we don't actually have much context here. No specifics about, say, skills or money saved up, or even a business concept.
Which is interesting in itself. It lets us focus purely on the fundamental tension in the question, this
Oh,
back and forth in the listener's mind.
exactly. It's less about the how right now and more about the why. What's driving this thought?
So what do you think is driving it? Beyond just wanting to pay myself.
Well, I think it often points to a desire for something more.
Yeah.
Maybe more control over the type of work, or feeling like your efforts directly translate into reward.
Right, maybe a sense that a regular job doesn't quite capture your full potential or doesn't offer the kind of fulfillment you're looking for.
That could definitely be part of it. The lure of building something that's truly yours.
Okay, but let's talk about that own someone reality for a sec. It sounds great, making the rules, setting hours, maybe.
But the flip side is, you're responsible
Yeah.
for everything. The wins, sure, but also the losses, the stress, the long hours initially. It's a huge shift.
A massive shift in mindset, yeah. And responsibility. It's not just a job description anymore.
Precisely. So it circles back to personal priorities. What do you value most? Is it the stability, the defined role that employment offers?
Or are you someone who thrives on that uncertainty, willing to take the risks for potentially greater rewards, both financial and personal?
It really boils down to that personal equation. Risk versus reward. Stability versus autonomy.
So, for you listening, the big takeaway here is there's no single better answer. We can just say, oh, definitely start a business or stick with the job.
Absolutely not. It's so deeply personal. It depends entirely on your specific situation, your personality, your goals, your resources,
Yeah.
things not in the original thought.
Right. This listener's question is powerful because it forces that self-reflection. It's the starting point, not the end point.
It kicks off a whole exploration of what you actually want from your working life. What does success or fulfillment look like for you?
Which leads us to maybe a final thought for you to mull over.
Yeah, so you've asked yourself this fundamental question, this fork in the road, what's next?
What's like the very first small, concrete step you could take right now to explore either path a little further?
Whether that's researching jobs or, say, sketching out a basic business idea. What's one tangible thing you could do to start finding your answer?